One of the ways Seth Rollins' skills as a genius architect shine is when he forms a tag team. It's going to get ugly tonight, so consider yourself warned.
These superstars are about to put on a clinic in tag team competition, guys. That's how good they are.
The best laid plans often go awry, but the architect has always been able to rebuild and redesign.
Yeah, but it's that reclaiming part at the end of his saying that Seth Rollins often gets tripped up on.
Clothesline! Incoming! Took him out at the knee.
He's lining him up.
He'd be wise to stay right there.
Oh! Boom, what impact!
Tag made. We've seen some great chemistry from this team here, Michael.
Yeah, incredible chemistry. Oh, and enziguri.
Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural Tag Team Champions.
There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract.
And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a gore from Rhino practically cut Jimmy Uso in half, Rhino and Heath Slater went from an unlikely tag team to the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Never say never in WWE is absolutely right. When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
Drop kick.
Beautiful.
Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael. What's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you got to tag out of the match? Getting that separation is key, and breaking any momentum your opponents could have may be the difference between a win and a loss, maybe even more. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever.
The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal four-way match in their second tag team title reign at 2015's SummerSlam.
I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots, but I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever, and what put them in that category was when their tag team championship reign lasted a record-setting 483 days. During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
The 2 out of 3 falls match saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted.
This is it.
Wow, the crowd's on the edge of their seats.
Clearly looking to cut off the flow to the carotid artery.
Oh, and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael. Effectively using the knee. But he's got to capitalize now. Nobody.
The shoulders are down.
There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed, and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team.
I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and
Shoulders down, championship on the line!
New champion.
He's a long way from a 3 count, I can tell you that.
Not yet.
eludes that one. What a clothesline!
Ouch! He's starting to show signs of fatigue. He came into this match expecting a fight, and that's exactly what he's getting.
It looks to me like his partner's itching to get in there. And now might be a good time to give him what he wants. When a superstar's in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
Almost just, oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael. What's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you got to tag out of the match? Getting that separation is key in breaking any momentum your opponents could have, maybe the difference between a win and a loss, maybe even more.
The champ looking a little uneasy here. This tag team match is dangerously close to getting out of control for him.
This is one of the more evenly matched contests we've seen in quite some time. From the looks of things, it could really go either way.
Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
Beautiful technique.
Tagged in.
You gotta believe this one's over.
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Vicious strike. He's on his heels. This match is definitely testing his mettle, guys.
Why he's still in the match at this point is beyond me, guys. Maybe he forgot it's a tag team match. I don't know. There's got to be some explanation.
At this point, they both look to be about evenly matched. Maybe I'd give them an edge, but not by much. For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team matches should have two referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think it's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider.
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Gorilla. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
When this guy's on,
Nasty impact.
This one is over.
Okay, this time has to do it.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
uh-oh, he's in trouble here.
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Taking quite a beating here. Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
With the tag is Seth Rollins. He's making a statement here with this attack.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
But does Rollins have the wherewithal to capitalize?
He better.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
This might be it. Oh, my.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Tag team championship up for grabs. Which team wants it more?
Harsh impact.
This is a grueling championship match. Nobody wants to lose this opportunity.
Tremendous ring presence from the apron. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Seth Rollins not looking so good here.
Dangerous times for the Architect.
It's about as bad as...
Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
I don't think there are two teams I'd rather see square off against each other right now. This is amazing.
Axe handle finds its target.
We've seen some great tag team action over the years here in WWE, and I can attest that this is no different.
He's in trouble. And now one more time.
Sharp knee.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line.
New champion. New champion.
A kick out, and he almost had him.
How'd he do that?
What a strike, right on the mark.
This is a grueling championship match. Nobody wants to lose this opportunity.
Nailed it.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown.
Up and...
Wheelbarrow face buster.
Man.
Shoulders down, championship on the line. He gets the shoulder up before 3.
Tried for it early.
Look, boom, what impact.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth Rollins gaining ground here. Here comes the Architect.
Seth Rollins is looking to fly. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Look at this.
He might have it.
Rollins fans have plenty to worry about here.
And a pin attempt.
A win like that says a lot about a duo.
Let's take another look at these guys getting after it.
These superstars gave as good as they got, and these fans got their money's worth from the opening bell. I'm not easily impressed, but even I thought that match was one of the best I've seen in a while.
Here are your winners and new SmackDown Tag Team and the All-American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and the best, CM Punk.
Big pinfall victory here tonight.
I knew these two were a great team. I just didn't know how great. Wow, they really impressed me out here.
What an exciting match for the Tag Team Championship. Thank you for watching.